Yellow pig, suey, and go game cops. They all got game. Irish metal and Buckeyes and the shoes. Sparty USC and Bevo too. Aggies, Huskers, let's go down to TCU.
Red 17 Thunder Razor. College football, Canada, ESPN. Tell your family and friends. I said it once, but I'll say it again. Get ready for the ruckus in the jersey you're wearing with Chris, Lee, Desmond, Kirk, and Aaron. Buckle your chin strap, get ready to play. It's time to kick off College Game Day.
To your city. And if you want a little thing in your yang yang, if you want a little zing in your zang zang, if you want a little tang in your tang tang, come along, come along, come along, come along. Yeah, we're coming to your city.
Welcome to ESPN's College Football Primetime, presented by Russell Athletic, part of Dick's Sporting Goods Kickoff Week. Tonight, from Floyd Casey Stadium in Waco, Texas, the Rose Bowl champs, the TCU Horned Frogs. They meet a Baylor team coming off their first bowl season in 16 years. Jared Salubi comes in to see his first action, play action. He's going downfield for it all. Touchdown, Baylor! Strike, and once again into the end zone is Kendall Wright. What a fake. Touchdown, Bears. Oh boy, did RG3 sell that. High expectations for this team. Going downfield again. Could it be? Oh my! Lanier Sampson. Unbelievable. RG3 does it again. A back and forth action. 3rd and 6 for RG3. He's going for it again. And he's got it again. Terrence Williams. What a night for Griffin. Only brings 4 to the end zone. Boys, touchdown, Frogs. Play action. Pressure. Touchdown. Oh my, the Frogs are a 2-point conversion away. 37-yard field goal attempt from Aaron Jones. And he nails it. Paul Hall has his options downfield. It is intercepted. Intercepted. Mike Hicks falls to the ground, and Baylor is going to have one of their biggest wins in years. The first big one of college football 2011.
Welcome to the SEC on ESPN and the home of the defending national champion Auburn Tigers. They come onto the field with 24 freshmen, and they will try and do their best in a championship chase that gets underway today against Utah State. Michael Smith, he's got a lot of room, busting into the secondary. Michael Smith, touchdown, Utah State. Keaton runs the option, and he will score. Chucky Keaton, the true freshman. They should know more, we are told, next spring about the long-term health of Tumors Oaks. And Auburn could use a big return right here, and they will get one from Trey Mason. He's gone.
The entire time when you're in the shotgun.
Couple of fakes from Trotter. He wanted to go deep, and he's got Starworth wide open at the 20. The cutback at the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Keaton calls his own number again. Chucky Keaton to the goal line and in. Trotter, touchdown, Watson cooking. That's the direction it heads. A high fly. Auburn's got it.
They cannot be advanced, though.
Left still hanging around in the walkways. Will they see Downer carry it in? And there is the signal for the touchdown. And the defending champs win their season opener. They got to sweat it out, but they get the W, 42-38.
Here come the 2011 Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. And taking on Skip Holtz and the South Florida Bulls as Holtz returns to South Bend. As Chris works from the center, they give it to Gray. And Gray is short, and the ball comes loose, and the Bulls have it. And that is number 6. Kayvon Webster with no one in front of him. You talk about a deflator. Chris to the end zone, intercepted. And it's D.D. Lattimore. Theo Riddick again. And a good punt by Brockhouse Khan, his father. Aaron playing for the 49ers, and that one is bobbled. And South Florida takes over again.
To the boundary almost every snap and forcing South Florida to make a decision.
From the Bulls 24. Reese to the end. It's a touchdown for Michael Ford. Down first and goal now at about the 2-yard line. Daniels is going to run it. Instead, he flips it into the end zone for the touchdown. Timeouts, down by 10, needs 2 scores.
Got to be
Reese
in the end zone.
to the end zone. And it's who other than Floyd for the score. And Skip Holtz in his return to South Bend beats Notre Dame, the 16th ranked Fighting Irish.
Inside the Georgia Dome, it's the Red Sea. We welcome you to the Chick-fil-A kickoff game presented by Hampton Hotels. And it's all part of Dick's Sporting Goods kickoff week. Number 5, Boise State. Number 19, Georgia. Second down and 9. Brandon Boykin in the lineup offensively. And here he comes to the corner, and Boykin into the secondary. This might be it. Goodbye, Brandon Boykin. Touchdown. Moore waits and fires, and he's got his man, and it's a touchdown to Matt Miller. Nice throw and a 17-yard scoring toss. Trying to get another touchdown pass. There's the play action. There's the lob to the end zone for the touchdown to Tyler Shoemaker. Big 4th down. Murray fires deep. Man open. Charles. Touchdown. To his right. We'll pitch it to him. Harper, easy walk to the end zone. Touchdown.
You're the Bulldogs.
Murray trying to work it deep middle. What a strike. You're right. Touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell.
Steak, that was pretty nice.
At least it wasn't a seafood dinner.
Yeah.
Well, Boise State, they did some eating tonight. The opening win of the season for the Broncos of Boise State. 35-21 is the final.
You are looking live at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where a sellout crowd of over 80,000 has arrived for the most anticipated season opener in years. It's the number 3 Oregon Ducks against the number 4 LSU Tigers. It's a high-stakes battle with a pot of gold at the end of the BCS Rainbow.
And just try not to lose the game on offense.
Now Barner is back deep again for the Ducks, and this is a beautiful punt. Back to the 15, running backwards, loose, free ball, touchdown, LSU. Matthew picks it up and runs in, and LSU strikes.
It can open up seams.
LaMichael, touchdown, Oregon leads. Gonna throw for it, got one-on-one, touchdown, Randall. First catch of the night, and it's for the go-ahead touchdown. Toss play Ware, got the lead block in the touchdown. There's your guy clearing the way again for you, Herbie. Ducks now with a 1st and goal, chance to score, fake the end around. Darren throws for it, got it, touchdown, Oregon.
But he'll learn from this, and he'll continue to get better for this offense.
And Ford breaks free at the 5, touchdown. time management problems and things, chewing grass on the sideline. But Les Miles does a heck of a job of coaching. And he did again here, getting this team ready after that distraction.
On a magnificent afternoon in Ames, the Cyclones take their home field. The other way. You called it. Here he comes. The throw, corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Iowa State. Quarterback keeper. He's faking it. Now scrambles away from pressure. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Do you believe it? It's Darius Starks. Coker diving. Is he in? The ball game on the line. Looking for Horn. He's got it. Check that. Darius Reynolds instead. Makes no difference. From the 2. White goes low. He goes in. Touchdown, Iowa State. On 3rd down. Vandenberg with plenty of time. What a grab. Keenan Davis into the end zone. Shifts James White in the backfield. Option read. White's got the corner. Touchdown. Iowa State wins.
Electric atmosphere at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Kickoff coming up in a matter of moments between two teams that are certainly riding some pretty good streaks. The Auburn Tigers have won a nation's best 16 consecutive games. Meanwhile, Mississippi State has won 9 of their last 11. We will call it 9. Ralph fires off the helmet, batted in the air, picked off. Demetrius McNeil to the 10, to the 5. Throw again, picked off. Jonathan Banks, touchdown. Just like that, the Bulldogs lead it by 6. We'll play action. Mississippi State brings the heat over the middle. Emory Blake still on his feet. Blake will score. Mississippi State's offense off the field. Hudson Perkins. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Tigers. Ralph. Stop shy. No timeouts left. 3, 2, 1. Ball game. Can you believe it? The Tigers have done it again in dramatic fashion.
Defense to win. 2nd and 7. Garcia had a lot of time, ran out of it, throws on the run, caught! Alshon Jeffrey. Defense has done an excellent job. South Carolina just 125 yards of offense. It's a fake, executed to perfection by South Carolina. And it's a touchdown. Melvin Ingram. Back to the screen again. Crowell inside the 5. Touchdown! And technique. 4.540. Yep. Long arms. 1st and 20. Murray steps into a throw. Intercepted. Another big play by South Carolina. Antonio Allen brings it in. Murray on 1st and 10. Another quick punt. Michael Bennett in the secondary. In the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
It's like he's dialed in and he's focused.
Isaiah Crowell delivers the stiff arm. Touchdown! 3 wide receivers, and Murray couldn't even complete his drop. Then he fumbles the football. Jadeveon Clowney knocked it loose, and Melvin Ingram has scored again. Losses in 9 of their last 10 against ranked opponents.
In a place defined by the tide, it will be a day forever scarred by the wind. The afternoon of April 27th, the deadliest tornado in the history of Alabama tore through Tuscaloosa. Across Alabama, 247 people died in the day's tornadoes. In Tuscaloosa, 50 were killed.
And those thoughts are shared by all of us attending and watching games today. There have been so many things outside the playing field. There was a person in this stadium that was not singing the national anthem. It was something special. fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Michael Williams, the tight end. Got him set up maybe for another touchdown here. Trent Richardson on the carry. And he's in. Touchdown. Time. He's seen limited duty so far today. They fake it to him. And Bolden loads and goes long. And this one's intercepted by Mark Barron. Keeping it on the ground. Trent Richardson, and he's in. Touchdown, Alabama. Now they get a big win on the road, that's for sure. They thought it would be tough, and for at least part of the game it was. But then the Alabama defense stiffened.
They've played football at Michigan Stadium for 84 years. But this will be the Wolverines' first ever night game. One of the best rivalries in all of college football. Notre Dame, Michigan. This one in the big house.
3rd and 9. Looks back toward the crossing pattern this time underneath. And tiptoeing down the sideline for a touchdown, T.J. Jones. They give it right to him, and he's stopped. Fumble picked up Robinson. Touchdown, Michigan. Denard lofts it one-on-one, end zone. Touchdown, Gallen. Pulls out and rolls the right. He's going to throw back to the left to set up a screen. It's Vincent Smith, one of the plays they practice in the game plan. He's loose. End zone. Michigan leads it. Middle. Touchdown, Riddick. The Irish regain the lead. Steps away from the pressure, fires downfield, wide open's Gallen. They left him alone. Needs a block. Now he's in a foot race. Out of bounds at the 15, and there's 8 seconds to go. He's going to throw for it. He's got to throw it to the end zone. Lobs it up, one-on-one, caught. Michigan, touchdown. I can't believe this. Rory Roundtree. Folks, you have just seen an instant classic.
Auburn has won 17 straight, including a BCS Championship, beat Clemson in overtime last year to springboard them to a title. For McCaleb, he and Dyer both in the game here. It'll be Dyer off right edge, and Dyer could be gone inside the 20. Dyer will score. 52-yard touchdown run. Boyd has time. Back in the end zone. There's Allen. He's in. Touchdown, Clemson. 3rd down and 6. Boyd with time. And Watkins again. 1st down and more. A foot race. There goes Watkins. He'll take it all the way. Clemson leads. Touchdown. Boyd on 3rd and 9. Gets rid of it. Wide open. Watkins to the 5. Touchdown, Clemson.
Rush the field here in Death Valley. The fans will come on the field.
Boyd takes a knee. Down go the champs.
And I couldn't think of a better place to end the street than Death Valley, South Carolina, baby.
The arrival of the Florida State Seminoles before a sellout crowd in Tallahassee. And the #1 team in the nation will oppose it. The Oklahoma Sooners. The edges, but they've gone to the middle just like they do there, and Landry Jones sneaks it, I believe, across, but let's wait for the officials. There's the touchdown signal finally. On the 3rd and a bunch, Trickett goes deep. Great grab! Breaking free, 15, 10, Green, touchdown! How about the freshman from Albany, Georgia? Rashad Green.
Making free, and he earned it that time.
22 yards, pump fake by Jones. Gonna go deep down the far side. Got a man open in the end zone. Stills grabs a touchdown. Kenny Stills, what a pair of hands. From the end zone, incomplete. Oklahoma takes over.
Impressive. #1 team on the road, tough environment, early in the season, only 2nd game of the year. I think you're right. I think they definitely made a statement, justified that #1 ranking.
Klein has time to the end zone, man open, touchdown. Lamar Miller finds the seam. He will go all the way. Touchdown, Lamar Miller. Harris on 2nd and 8. Pumps. Has a lot of time. Going deep to the end zone. Touchdown. Travis Benjamin. On that pop pass, that certainly was Tebow-esque to Hubert. And he walks into the end zone. Touchdown. Harris rolling to the left, looking to the end zone. He's going to run it. Hit at the goal line, but he got him.
To pull it down. The question is, did he extend the ball over, break the plane before his knee came down? And right there you see the ball has clearly not crossed the plane of the goal line, and his knee was down. Can they build on this going forward in the Big 12 schedule, where they'll have to play the Oklahoma States and Texas and A&Ms?
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS this afternoon. The Arkansas Razorbacks undefeated against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Undefeated.
McCarron.
Perhaps. Yeah, maybe not.
Remember, a penalty here is no big deal for Alabama.
On 4th and 4, McCarron. Oh, he's got a man wide open. He's got it caught at the 10. It's Michael Williams for the touchdown. See what Alabama plans. Blitz from the outside. Intercepted. This is Dequan Minzy. Touchdown. Good. Mays gathers it in at the 17. He's got some room. Gets a block. Breeding's got to stop him. Breeding doesn't. Now there's still a chance defensively. Look at Mays. Now he's at the 10. Cuts back. Brilliant run. Marquise Mays.
Starting in the NFL and replace their quarterback.
A.J. McCarron. Richardson grabs it. See ya. Touchdown, Alabama. 61 yards. Second and goal. Lacey. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. Alabama wins it for 5 consecutive years now. And they have won their SEC opener for the 20th consecutive year.
Wow. A sun-drenched day in Clemson, South Carolina. Number 11 Florida State against number 21 Clemson.
Boyd in the shotgun, set to fire. His pocket holds for him, and he throws a strike to Watkins. Touchdown. Answer from the crowd. Trickett dances around and fires deep. Got a man out there, and he's got him. Touchdown. What a throw to Rodney Smith. 2nd and 6. Boyd, look out. Got away from one, and now, that's a fumble. The ball, and it's in the midair, and this is going to be a touchdown for Breon Warner. The defensive end. The ball just slipped out of Boyd's hands. On 3rd down, pump fake. Boyd going long for Watkins, and he's gone. Touchdown, Clemson. Across the middle, touchdown to Shaw.
Wow, what a drive.
Trick up his sleeve. 4th and 9. Pressure. Down he goes. Let the party begin in Death Valley again.
USC's past decade of dominance hit Arizona State right in the gut. Trojans have won 11 straight against the Sun Devils. Going to use his legs. And this is Cameron Marshall. Now Marshall, their normal starter, gets a big burst. And look at Marshall on a sprained ankle he's been dealing with all week. Shakes a defender and scores. Barkley sprinting to the far side. Lofts it to the end zone. Diving catch, Marquise Lee, touchdown USC. Well played out and perfectly executed. Touchdown, Mark Tyler. Now Cameron Marshall gives Dennis Erickson's squad the cushion. Barkley, pressure on Barkley. Flag comes in, intercepted. How about this? Shelley Lyons. Touchdown, Arizona State. They finally do it. They break the streak. USC had won 11 straight against the Sun Devils, but they thump them here in the fourth.
You are looking live at a sold-out Mountaineer Field. Morgantown, West Virginia, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana are arguably the two toughest night game environments in the country. And tonight, LSU travels from the Bayou Country into the teeth of the gold rush.
Randall to the right, and Ford runs to the left. Daylight. End zone, touchdown, LSU. Fires complete. Touchdown, West Virginia. Stedman Bailey.
Oh! No, they throw off it. The Mad Hatter is at it again. Touchdown, LSU.
Taken away, make him throw short. Matthew.
Deflected, picked off. Matthews down to about the 1 yard line. And rolling and throwing and diving for a touchdown in the end zone is Chase Clement.
Gets his ball down to the 2 yard line.
Garrison, the freshman, for the touchdown. Brooks and Claiborne are back. From the 1 is Claiborne. Burst to the 35, 40, 45, midfield. Won't catch him, folks. Ford cuts back, touchdown LSU.
Most impressive resume, in my opinion, through the month of September. Very well deserving of being ranked at 2, and very easily could come back on Sunday and maybe be ranked up at number 1.
It's the Southwest Classic and the first college football game of October 2011. Arkansas and Texas A&M on first down. Here's Michael on the handoff, and he's still gone. Being chased inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Arkansas going empty. A&M rushing 4, and Wilson going deep right is wide open. Touchdown, Arkansas. Straight ahead for the first down and more is Michael. Heading for his third touchdown already today. And they're going to run. Going into the end zone is Gray. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Wilson steps up, dumps it off to Wingo, is wide open inside the 5. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Placing the defense line of A&M.
Wilson. It's complete to Hamilton inside the 10-yard line. He lost the ball, rolling around on the goal line, and Arkansas's got it. Arkansas, it appeared, had it, which would be a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Jarius Wright got to the football and covers it up. They will. Here's Green. Touchdown! Arkansas retakes the lead. Fourth down and 2, and they will run it. And Michael is not going to get there. Slam down, and Arkansas will take over on downs. Terrific comeback by Tyler Wilson and Arkansas. Huge win for the Razorbacks, 42-38.
Is there a way that the Kansas State defense can slow down what has been a juggernaut offense so far this year for Baylor? 3.5. Here comes the blitz. Klein floats it over the middle. Hubert's got it and walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pulling that ball.
Play action fake. He wants the bomb again for Wright. Check that, Tevin Reese. He's got it. Touchdown, Tevin Reese. Your screen. Angelo Pease back in to take the direct snap. Cuts it back up inside and walks into the end zone with a K-State touchdown. Griffin on 4th down. Flips one off his back foot for the end zone. Leaping, laying out, making the catch for the touchdown is Kendall Wright. And he's got it. Batted down at the line. Jordan Volker knocked it down. And Kansas State is about to win it.
Pull the clock. Kind of game.
And that's it.
It's the Home Depot SEC on CBS from a frenzied atmosphere here in Columbia, South Carolina. The 10th-ranked Gamecocks set to do battle with the defending national champions, the Auburn Tigers. 10 yards. Garcia to Wilds for the first time today. This is 1st and 10. Garcia airing it out near side. What a catch by Jeffrey inside the 5. Touchdown!
Football.
This is 2nd and goal. Dyer on the direct snap, lunges end zone. Touchdown. There's Lattimore. Outside, inside the 5. Touchdown, South Carolina.
In their favor.
Trotter from the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Here comes Ingram. It's caught. Lutson Kirkin drops it in the end zone, and they say touchdown. Garcia off balance, throws and completes inside the 30, but they run out of time.
A raucous and frenzied, frenetic Lane Stadium here in Blacksburg, Virginia for the 31st meeting all time between Clemson and Virginia Tech. Flag down. Ellington into the end zone. Touchdown. They look his way. Complete. Touchdown, Allen. And that clock run down to about 7 and hands it off to a sprinting Bellamy. Bellamy, so long, Hokies.
And I'm a buyer. First time in school history, first time in ACC history that anyone has beaten 3 top 20 teams in a row. I'm a buyer.
Nighttime at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium on the campus of the University of Florida in Gainesville. At one end zone, the homestanding Gators of Florida. And behind them, Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Brantley looks straight down the left side, and he's got a man open. It's caught. Andre DeBose, touchdown. Well, now that's a way to get it started. Blitz again. Richardson, pretty good counterpuncher. Touchdown, Alabama. Brantley under some pressure. Intercepted by Upshaw. Got some blocks, has some room. And he is going to go unimpeded for an Alabama touchdown. Richardson.
Look at that.
Say good night. Touchdown. A season high and a career high of 162. And look at him. Touchdown, Alabama. As you said 2 weeks ago, thunder and thunder. A.J. McCarron managed the game well. Trent Richardson rushed for 181. Alabama rolls.
You are looking live at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. One of the great traditions in college football is the stadium crowd evenly split at the 50-yard line between Longhorn Burnt Orange and Sooner Crimson.
And 8 as we start the second quarter. Pump fake. Going in zone. Got a man wide open. Touchdown. Same play, basically, that they beat Florida State with. Running play action. Steps away from the defense. Fires on the run. Intercepted. End zone ahead. This is going to be a Sooner touchdown. Hurst. DeMonte Hurst. After the 36-yard gain. Fires in zone, stills, pulls it down, touchdown, Oklahoma. Fumble, Oklahoma touchdown. David King. And 10. There's Whaley trying to stretch it out for another huge gain. Headed for the end zone. Whaley, touchdown, Oklahoma, 64 yards. Three-man rush now. Ash throws in underneath. Davis stripped. Here they go. Fleming into the end zone. So Oklahoma, definitely one of our contenders to go to New Orleans in the championship game. They win it 55-17.
We welcome you to the SEC on CBS from Baton Rouge, Louisiana today. The Home Depot SEC features the Gators of Florida 4-1 and the unbeaten Tigers of LSU. Freshman wide receiver in motion. Here's Jared Lee. Back, goes deep. Got a man open. Wide open. Beautiful catch. Touchdown, Ruben Randall. Of the NCAA rule. Here's Ware. Touchdown, LSU.
First play for offense. The jump pass. How about that? Oh, my gosh.
Where have you gone, Tim Tebow? Will Muschamp, who spent 4 years here on Nick Saban's staff, brings his own team in, and they are outmanned by that guy's squad. Les Miles.
10th play of the drive. McCarron wants the end zone. Throws. It is caught. Smelling. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. They get it off in time. McCarron pumps. Now has a lane. Lobs it to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Oh, what a catch by DeAndre White.
Situations, he certainly has been even keel tonight.
On 3rd and 7, he steps up. Deep downfield to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown White. His second touchdown catch here tonight. 3rd down and 8. To the end zone, touchdown. Darius Hanks. Alabama goes to 6-0. They'll be at Ole Miss next week. Vanderbilt drops to 3-2.
An all-familiar call of the Hogs. From Fayetteville, our matchup, 2 top 15 teams.
Just inside their own 46-yard line. And here comes Dyer on the counter. Dyer down the sideline. Can they catch him? No, they can't. Touchdown, Auburn. He has a look to the sideline. And he's going to keep it himself. Frazier to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Running game is just now starting to get back on track.
And now the end zone. Touchdown, Jarius Wright.
In that locker room a little bit.
They're going to run it here. And it's Joe Adams with a hurdle. Great speed. Adams down the sideline. He's gone. 92 yards for a touchdown. Wilson, here comes pressure. Throws to Dennis Green. Green with a convoy. Heading to the corner. Touchdown. Arkansas, big win on their home field.
Thomas, keeper. Miami shows blitz. Pass for the end zone. The officials looking at each other. Nobody has made a sign. Now it's a touchdown. And it's Hearns again. Can't complete it short of the goal line. Thomas underneath, and the official was knocked out of the way. Now makes the call. Touchdown, Wilson. Ja'Cory Harris guns it down the sideline to Benjamin, and Benjamin is gone. 78 yards for a touchdown. For another sack from that defensive end spot. Instead, they're going to run a flea flicker here and throw back. Touchdown. 25 yards and loss. Miller breaks through. Lamar Miller on second and goal from the 30. Thomas, quarterback keeper. Holy cow, touchdown. Harris throws it underneath. Caught by Miller. Trying to stay alive. The clock is at 0 and Miller is down. It's over. Alonzo Tweedy made the tackle and Virginia Tech wins.
Not showing a vertical passing game. Here's Tannehill. Now he throws it. Swoop. Caught. Down the field. Touchdown A&M. Griffin, strike, up the sideline, spinning, wow, Terrence Williams, 77 yards. Mike Spiller on the fade, underneath, Swope, touchdown. You like Swope, corner, touchdown. Playing quarterback, second down at 7, play action, Griffin wide open, touchdown. Second and 10. Tannehill over the middle. Oh, Swope again! Breakaway speed! What a day! Touchdown A&M! 7. Tannehill setting up deep in the pocket, looking for it all! Touchdown!
So the Aggies will take a knee. Texas A&M 55, Baylor 28.
As number 6 Oklahoma State comes to the Texas Capitol to take on the 22nd ranked Texas Longhorns.
Long count by Whedon. They do come after. He throws quickly, caught by Blackman. Touchdown. Final minute of the first half. They try Smith again, right through the defense and into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Turnovers, calls that go their way. Mistakes by Oklahoma State. There's Malcolm Brown. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Texas. Jeremy Smith burst through again. Will they catch him? No, they will not. Jeremy Smith, a touchdown, 74 yards. He believes if it came out this week, it would have been Alabama, LSU, Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma State.
Which means that Oklahoma State would control their own destiny.
Welcome to ESPN's coverage of college football, presented by Cars.com. East Lansing, Michigan hosts the 104th meeting between Michigan and Michigan State. It's Bell, walks in, touchdown, Michigan State. And Cousins will throw short of the goal line. Martin is hit and out of bounds. No touchdown.
Little half roll here, looking for Keyshawn Martin. Martin makes a man miss. Martin dives. Touchdown, Michigan State. Urban Meyer, Quinn Kesnick on the field. Here is a blitz, and Robinson throws a pick. Intercepted by Isaiah Lewis to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. And the Spartans hang on to the Paul Bunyan Trophy.
No handshakes. Michigan's running off the field. Michigan State
beats Michigan again, 28-14.
As we welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS, the top-ranked LSU Tigers undefeated against the Tennessee Volunteers, who come into this encounter 3-2. Tennessee brings the house.
Oh, he's got it.
Touchdown, Spencer Ware. Option, right side.
Got it.
Touchdown. Oh, yeah.
Schedule maker's got to give it to the other side.
Shepard out here on the wing, shakes a tackle. He'll get in for the score. Another touchdown, another throw by Jarrett Lee. This one's in the book with a final score of 38-7. We're walking.
Richardson between the tackles and waltzes into the end zone untouched.
I've seen in a long time in college football.
Takes the handoff again. Breaks 3 tackles, gets away. And Trent Richardson picking up a couple blocks. He might take it. Cuts back, stays on his feet. What a move. Shake it, bake it, and he makes it. Touchdown. Get to the 3 for a first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Brandon Gibson with the catch.
Jim McElwain comes all the way from Fresno State to coach here. And so I think he's got some of the best players and some of the best coaches.
Oh, there's one of the best players on the field tonight. Fowler on the loose. They're trying to run him down and can't reel him in. Touchdown, Alabama. Especially their conference schedule. That's pretty amazing. Going into Florida and getting a convincing win, and another convincing one tonight.
Osweiler looks in zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. A costly 5, 2nd and 7 as the result. Osweiler downfield battle, it touchdown. A throw to Mike Willie, the young man we told you about.
Ducks.
Here they come right away. Thomas dances away from trouble. Throws in zone, touchdown.
Deep inside Arizona State territory.
30 seconds left, first half. Fire in zone, grab, Paulson, touchdown.
Or run it right over top of him.
Cameron Marshall, 29 more yards, and Varner picks for the touchdown. Picked his way right through the middle. Right, down 14. Fires in zone. Intercepted. It was a touchdown. It was 6.
The Rebels, they have stubbed their toe this season as they make their way onto the turf here at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Trip to the start of this one.
Mackey will throw it. Going to the end zone. Touchdown Rebels. Dante Moncrief, 31 yards out. Mackey will keep it. Cuts it back. Touchdown, Randall Mackey. Handoff right side. Big hole. Dennis Johnson. He'll have the first down and a lot more. He may have 6. Touchdown, Arkansas. And inches. They'll fake it. Wilson will run it. Gets into the end zone. Tyler Wilson took a shot. Mackey throws it, looking for Moncrief. Picked off. Eric Bennett. They got a couple more on the schedule, but Arkansas will take the win. Bobby Petrino and company will win it 29-24.
We welcome you to Baton Rouge and the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Rutgers Stadium, and always a great moment when the LSU Tigers take the field. He's listed now as the third-team tailback. Hilliard breaks a tackle, charges in, LSU touchdown. Play action. Jefferson, deep right side. Ruben Randall in stride. Touchdown, LSU. Deep right side. Randall's there. Got him. Touchdown. McCaleb in motion. Mosley fires it out. Intercepted. It's going to go Ron Brooks for the touchdown. 45-10. 8-0.
Tonight, under the lights, it's the 94th edition of Tennessee against number 2, Alabama. McCarron gonna run it. Got to the pylon, touchdown. Off the play fake, they're gonna take a shot. Bell. Touchdown, tied. He's gotten a lot of good ones out of that state. There's Richardson between the tackles, still on his feet. Hocus pocus, touchdown, tied. He gets the call and the touchdown.
Doege on 2nd and 10, going to throw a little slip screen to the outside, and on the run and on the move, and maybe to the end zone. Alex Torres, touchdown, Texas Tech. Quiets the crowd big time. Doege, there's the slip screen again to Torres, who scored on this in the first quarter. He might do it again. He's gone, touchdown. In the gun, fade to the corner, touchdown, Texas Tech to Torres, his third of the night. With Brennan Clay behind it. Play fake. Jones is in trouble. Lost it to the corner and got Millard for the touchdown. To the final second. Doege going to the end zone, wanting more and getting it. Oh, my. Touchdown. Minute and a half of our broadcast. I said to Todd, what they have tonight, Texas Tech, is a passer's chance. Guess what? The passer came through, didn't he? Sure did. Wow.
You are looking live at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing, Michigan. Tonight, the undefeated Wisconsin Badgers face their biggest test of the season. Monty Ball, touchdown Badgers. They strike quickly. Power I formation. Play action end around, double end around. Cousins with blocking for Martin. Martin breaks free. 15, 10, touchdown Spartans. The safety turned it back toward the Spartans. And Cousins is going to throw for it. Straight back, fired, complete. Cunningham breaks free. Touchdown. Sparty's going to take its first lead. 3rd down and 11. Got the man open and dumped it off to Martin. Turns the corner. Touchdown. And now Wilson will dance. 15, 10, headed end zone. Touchdown. Wisconsin. But they're going to throw for it. Russell Wilson will drop it off. Ball, touchdown. We're an extra point away from a tie. 3-man rush. Cousins on the last play of regulation. Chucks it to the end zone. Caught. Michigan State's caught it on a rebound. Hold on. It is just short of the end zone.
Further review. The runner did cross the line. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Michigan State with a miracle ending.
Welcome to Stillwater and Boone-Pickens Stadium, where two of the most explosive offensive teams in the nation meet today. It's Oklahoma State taking on Baylor. Oklahoma State is number 3 in the Tostitos BCS standings. They also know that next week either number 1 or number 2 will have a loss. So if the Cowboys win out, they are all but guaranteed a spot in the BCS title game. 15 after the penalty. Whedon off the play action fake. Wide open in the right flat. Ty Staley. He walks into the end zone with an Oklahoma State touchdown.
8 man-to-man coverage.
Draw play. Randall breaks free. Joseph Randall. No deep safeties, and Baylor pays for it. Touchdown. To Blackman. He makes the catch. Touchdown.
Every game, no conference championship game, I mean, they control their own fate. Look out again.
Another jailbreak. Herschel Sims, the true freshman. Touchdown.
I think they're good enough on offense to outscore most any team in this country.
It is a gorgeous day here in the Music City for our SEC Network Game of the Week. The 4-3 Commodores hosting 10th-ranked Arkansas.
Here's Rogers, big hole off the left side. Jordan to the 10, to the 5. Give him 6. 19 yards.
Here's Stacy. Cuts it back. Stacy. He's to midfield. It is a foot race. He's to the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Commodores. 62 yards.
Door.
Again, Stacy lost the football. Arkansas has it. It's a foot race. Jerry Franklin will take it to the end zone. A 94-yard fumble return for a touchdown. Kick is on the way, and it's no good.
NCAA record 316th straight sellout in Lincoln as Nebraska hosts Michigan State. Both teams in the top 15 of the BCS standings and first place in the Legends division of the Big Ten on the line. It's Burkhead again, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Zards gets him at the 5.
They go, hurry up, Burkhead, and the ball comes out. They're going to rule him. One official said he was down. Another official said it's Michigan State ball, and they're going to give it to the Spartans. Burkhead fumbles on the 1, but then it looked like the ball crossed the plane as he hit the ground, and once it crosses the plane in his possession, it's over. It's a touchdown. In the ball game. Martinez looking to throw, going deep again. This time it's caught. It's Burkhead. Touchdown, Nebraska.
For the last 2 decades, the history of the Georgia-Florida rivalry can be described in a few choice sentences. It has been about Florida domination.
Touchdown, Gators! Oh my! Florida beats Georgia!
And Georgia frustration.
Pass is intercepted by Florida.
Today, the Bulldogs, still alive for an SEC East title, seek redemption. And the Gators, with their season unraveling, hope for salvation. So Florida or Georgia, only one will finish this day in a state of jubilation. We welcome you to Jacksonville and a get-together that is anything but calm. It's Georgia against Florida. Georgia comes in 5-2, and Florida 4-3.
Tell you when the place kicker's injured. On 4th and 19.
Oh my goodness!
Touchdown, Jordan Reed.
SEC on CBS, and you cast your vote. Who is going to win that game, LSU or Alabama? Jeff Demps. Here we go again. What about this time? 50. He's got a blocker in front. Down the sidelines. No running out of gas here. Touchdown, Jeff Demps. Murray into the end zone. Leaping. Grab. It is caught for a touchdown. Michael Bennett for the TD. Here's Murray. Pumps once. Goes into the end zone. Tavares King. Got it. Touchdown.
How about that? Because Bruce Figgins should have caught that one.
Well, call on Samuel. Woo! So many players just giving it their all, including Aaron Murray.
And there's the hug.
Touchdown, Orwin Smith.
Another toss. Smith. Touchdown. Sims again. Huge hole. Dives.
No signal yet. The officials just looking at each other now. Touchdown. Seeing a more impressive freshman receiver than Sammy Watkins. This pass too high and it's picked off. Jamea Thomas with another huge play.
They cured the ills in one night.
Yeah, they're going to have to write some different stuff this weekend. Well, the homecoming dance starts in about a half an hour. Hope you have a ticket.
You are looking at Memorial Coliseum, where two top quarterbacks prepare to face off in Los Angeles. Yard line for Barkley. Here's McNeil. Big hole on the left side. Foot race. McNeil breaks to daylight. 10-5. Touchdown. Here's Louisiana. And they hand off. Keep it. Touchdown, Andrew Luck. Great sleight of hand. I thought he'd get. And they're going to bring pressure off of it on the slant. Got a man. Touchdown. Marquise Lee, the freshman, finally broke free. Straight back. Intercepted. Touchdown. The youngster from Florida, Nikel Roby, all of 5'8". That's windy. Taylor, end zone, touchdown. We are an extra point away from a tie. SC stacks the front. Touchdown. And now they must go for two. McNeil, fumble! Cardinals win it. The win streak continues.
Oh, and he's got one block tonight. Ohio State, touchdown. Nope, it's at the 1-yard line. Paul, Wisconsin trying to stretch it out, but he got there. Touchdown. 3rd and 2 in the pistol. It's a run all the way for Miller, and he's got a whole bunch. Maybe the whole enchilada. Touchdown. Tonight, 40 yards in the red zone now. The Badgers to the end zone. They got a man. It's Everett. Just like that, the Badgers are still in it. 2nd and 3. Wilson. Plenty of time in the pocket. Pump fakes. Now goes deep. And Everett has got it. Touchdown. Unbelievable. A half minute to play in the 4th quarter. Miller flushed. Wants to throw. Now he's going to do what he can with his legs. No, he will throw. Lobs it to the end zone. Touchdown. Devin Smith. Russell Wilson steps up. Pressure on. He's hit from behind, and the ball just flutters incomplete. It's over, and Ohio State with the upset.
Welcome, everyone, to Big Ten Network football. A sunny but windy November afternoon. It's a battle of NUs. Northwestern and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska currently 10th in the BCS standings. Northwestern. Purser, the quarterback, Schmidt behind him. They give it to Schmidt, and Jacob Schmidt scores. Schmidt. Coulter keeps it. Nobody open. Just going to try and get to the edge. Dives to the pylon.
By virtue of the rule, that ball hits the pylon. It's a touchdown.
Coulter wants to throw. Ebert has it. Look at Ebert. Does he have the speed? He's got a chance. He's going to score. Western timeout. Here we go. Coulter going to keep it. Did he get in? No signal. Touchdown, Northwestern. Coulter with the kneel down. Nebraska has a timeout. They choose not to use it. And Northwestern comes to Lincoln and wins for the first time.
I think in this game and down the stretch, they can't get behind as quickly in games as they have already this year. They've dodged the bullet a couple of times with double-digit deficits. That won't get it done tonight.
They fake it, though, on 3rd and short and want to throw it. Wilson dancing around. Lobs it. It's intercepted. This is South Carolina going the other way. Quarles No, it's Taylor. Wilson reloads and goes long. Man there, got him. Jarius Wright, and he's gone. Wright, touchdown. Wilson to the end zone, touchdown, Jarius Wright. Wright on the money. Right now, it's Shaw, quarterback keeper. He's in, touchdown, South Carolina. His second rushing touchdown of the night. Cuts. Here comes Beckett. Down goes Shaw, the ball is out. Arkansas's got it at the 1-foot line. Second down, inches to go. It will be a tailback. Roderick Green bulls his way in what should be the capper for the Razorbacks. First time Bobby Petrino's ever been off to a 7-1 start. Now he's off to an 8-1 start.
We said that we would lay it on the line every night. This day's about dominating an opponent. This day is about being LSU. It's your time. It's a team. You are responsible for the outcome of this game. We played dominant football tonight. Why? Because we came here to do so. It's got to be done that way from the start to the finish. To the finish. Let's go play for victory. That's what we do. They want to take what you got to go get it and go after it. And every guy in here's going to do it, but whenever you roll it, every play in the game for 60 minutes, you got it?
It is the Home Depot SEC on CBS. The Tigers of LSU against the Crimson Tide of Alabama. They bring 4. Low snap. Lee picks it up, drills it, intercepted. McCarron holds it. Alabama is first on the scoreboard. That's in the eye. Play action. He goes deep. His second pass is intercepted. Mark Barron flies down the sidelines, spins, and is taken down at the 3. This one's got the distance, knocks it home, breaks the tie. 6 yards in all. Play action. McCarron. Again, the rush. Behind him. Intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. To the 20. Down to the 15. Joey Crapel is the snapper. And you can tell by the silence. He can throw. Hayes puts it up. Has to wait on it. Got it. Michael Williams.
Mike, which way? Which way? Intercepted.
Oh, no. Eric Reed. I thought, sure. Night. No. LSU remains undefeated.
That is cool.
Are looking live at a sold-out Boone Pickens Stadium where the Oklahoma State Cowboys are ready to give the BCS voters a reason for why the Cowboys belong in the BCS title game. Quick throw to him because it was soft, strength, touchdown. You can't play him that soft because you're not going to be able to tackle him. Dangerous down here in the red zone. Here he comes. Klein battling, touchdown. Kansas State leads it for this return for Justin. Picked off, intercepted, headed for the end zone, Whedon after him, and it's going to be an Allen Chapman touchdown.
Comes up with a big turnover.
Wildcats it down to the last one. Whedon again, firing touchdown. Easy that time.
Able to do it.
There's that slip screen to Rando. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Option, Klein, end zone. An extra point away from leading number 3.
Turnovers that he has had. He's still had a pretty solid night in this game.
Wide open, there's Blackman. Blackman dashing for the end zone. Gave one up and got one back. They got 2 downs to make this. He'll keep it on 3rd. He's got the first, breaks free, end zone, touchdown. They're an extra point away from a tie. 3rd down and 1. And they got it. Randall breaks free, end zone. Oklahoma State regains the lead. Klein rolls to the right. Fires high and incomplete, and Oklahoma State will survive a scare. 52-45 on one of the guttiest performances we've seen by quarterback Colin Klein and the Kansas State Wildcats, coached by Bill Snyder. Unlike a week ago at home, tonight they went out guns blazing.
Quarterback to take this snap, and on the zone read, he hands it off. Touchdown, Purdue. Ralph Bolden. Miller, option, changes direction and wins the race to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Miller, plenty of time, dancing, hurdles his own man. Off balance, chucks it, got it! Ohio State touchdown! At 40. And Ohio State able to get on the board first. The kick is good. Quarterback sneak. He's in. Touchdown, Purdue. And the Boilermakers upset Ohio State for the 2nd straight time at home.
Klein, keeper, bounces outside. Colin Klein into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Ryan Tannehill, the Texas A&M. Cyrus Gray straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the Aggies regain the lead in the 4th. Midfield. Klein wants it all. Harper behind the defense. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. We're back to a 1-score game. Junior from Colorado, keeper on 2nd and goal, picking his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Tannehill to the end zone, caught, touchdown. Fuller makes the grab. In overtime for Colin Klein and Kansas State. Heavy pressure coming. Room to run for Klein from the 25. He will take it all the way into the end zone for a Kansas State touchdown. Play. Tannehill pressure. Tannehill heaves it to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. In the win. This 20-yarder is good. So Texas A&M leads 50-47. Goal. Klein is in. Touchdown, Kansas State in 4 overtime. The Kansas State Wildcats win. And the final Big 12 meeting between K-State and Texas A&M.
Matthew Tucker, the tailback. Here comes Jamar Taylor on the blitz. He's picked up. Paul Hall wants to go deep and lays it perfectly to Josh Boyce. Touchdown, TCU. DJ Harper fakes the reverse and finds his way to the end zone. What's the passer? Here comes McClellan. He's picked up. Paul Hall steps up in the pocket. This is Josh Boyce running free. Touchdown, TCU.
Rushing yards, I would not have believed you.
Broncos with a blitz on the first play, causing the fumble. Recovering is Tyrone Crawford. In for the score. 50% of his passes. Play action here. Nice pocket to step into. And Dallas Burrows with a step and the 6. 23 out of 36, 448 yards. The double pump. Brandon Carter is open. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Rolling out and firing. Josh Boyce with the catch and the 2. Dan Goodale pushed it. Pushed to the right, and TCU wins 36-35.
Today, we're at the home of the NFL's Cincinnati Bengals, Paul Brown Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, for a Big East matchup between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the 23rd-ranked Cincinnati Bearcats.
Cincinnati is the lone unbeaten in conference play, and West Virginia needs a win today to get back in the thick of the conference race.
Slant route.
Hand off, Pete running left, finds a little bit of a hole, stays on his feet, inside the 30, down the sideline. Pete! Into the end zone!
Oh, man.
What a run! Down in the backfield for the Mountaineers. 3 receivers to the right. And Smith looks to throw. And caught by Bailey! West Virginia answers. Stedman Bailey, a 59-yard touchdown.
Field.
3rd down and 12. Polaris back near his own end zone, lost the football. Covered up by the Mountaineers. Julian Miller looks like he has the recovery for a West Virginia touchdown. Handed off, cut upfield. Pete inside the 5, touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run, and the Bearcats have come back to reclaim the lead.
Being physical and getting it in the red zone.
Quick snap, and Alston in for the touchdown, and West Virginia answers back. Blocked. And West Virginia will hang on and win it on the road.
Own 10-yard line. Line drive punt taken at the 40. That's Adams. Trying to reverse this field. But everybody's staying home. Now he does a tightrope act. Boy, Houdini's in the house wearing number 3. And nobody's home to watch that house. Touchdown, Hogs! Holy hog! Johnson on the handoff. Got a little burst. Found a seam. Dennis Johnson. Off to the races. Touchdown, Arkansas. This group of seniors has been a very accomplished class. And looking up top, open. Touchdown. Adams.
Used through this year and next year with Tyler Wilson because of Mitchell's running ability.
Curtis again. Touchdown, Arkansas. Well, this one is cooked, glazed, and sliced as Arkansas wins its 7th consecutive game against SEC East opponents.
You are looking live at a sold-out Stanford Stadium. The setting for the Pac-12 Game of the Year. Unbeaten Stanford against once-beaten Oregon.
Now at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10. Great cut by Anthony to daylight. Adios. Touchdown, Michael James, the leading rusher in the nation. Darren is back under pressure, drops off the screen. DeAnthony Thomas coming down the sideline, going for the end zone, and he steps in for the touchdown on a 4th and 7 call by Chip Kelly. Didn't even think about punting in that situation. Darren finds Huff wide open. Huff beats the corner. Breaks free for a touchdown. How about this? A missed tackle leads to a touchdown for Josh Huff. Comes right out and goes for it. Touchdown to Michael James. But intercepted. Should have been caught. Instead, it's going to be a pick 6. It's okay if you say Oregon is in position. It's okay.
Is it okay to say
okay. You can say that.
Okay. Can I say? Can we assume they'll beat Oregon State?
You can say that they're in position, and we'll find out.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll go see against the Trojans. Okay.
USC, Oregon State.
And Rod controlling their own destiny to play for the national championship. 10-0 for the first time in history, but 2 more wins and they get a shot at the big prize.
2 games away, heavily favored tonight in a game they're supposed to dominate, and then they get a break for a week or so before they take on Oklahoma in Bedlam. Teaching tempo, they're running the quarterback.
Oh, this is going to be a pick 6. How about it, Sean Lewis?
Chunks against Oklahoma State. Takes a shot to the end zone, and and they come up with it. Darius Reynolds with the touchdown catch. Barry Sanders. And Brandon Whedon, what a throw and catch to Justin Blackman. For Iowa State against one of the best players in the country. 2nd and 10, and this is a strike to Moore again, and Moore keeps his footing and goes right into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they keep it with James White, and James White to the outside, and James White inside the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones! They're going to win, but something special is in the air here, and to the end zone. Touchdown, Albert Gary, special indeed, to take the lead. It is no good. No good.
Can I ask you a
for
question?
one of the most talented kickers in the country. 351 yards. This is the running quarterback with 351 yards. Reverses field and wide open is White. Touchdown, Cyclones! To the end zone. Touchdown, Josh Cooper. Whedon to start the second overtime. Ball's in the air, and it is intercepted by Taryn Benton. Woody. Touchdown, they did it! I'm not sure that this field can fit all 52,000, but they're going to try.
It's the ACC on ESPN. Clemson knows it's in the ACC title game already. Then perhaps a BCS bowl game. To make any bowl game, North Carolina State needs to win today and win again next week in its home finale. Clemson defense today. Glennon looks for Bryan again. He was perfectly covered. Somehow he caught it. How the ball got by Jonathan Willard, we may never know, and it's a touchdown, NC State. Flanked wide right. Glennon looks the other way, throws for the end zone, touchdown. Jay Smith. Another big formation. Creasy off the right side. Touchdown. Another set of downs. Flanker screen, the pass to Tobias Palmer. Stays in bounds, stays on his feet. 10, 5, touchdown. And a tremendous round of applause from the NC State faithful who saw their Wolfpack come through today.
You are looking live at a sold-out Autzen Stadium, where tonight's primetime stage features the high-flying Oregon Ducks against the USC Trojans. A Pac-12 North title hangs in the balance for Oregon. Play action out of a power formation. Down the middle, Lee's got it! Touchdown, USC! What a great catch at Oregon's 12-yard line. Going to show the fade to Woods. Woods in the corner, grabs it. It's battle, tug of war. Touchdown is the signal. Rolling right, Barkley throws. Touchdown, USC. Woods, his second of the game.
We made the stop.
Barner in the game. Gets to the right edge and tip goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. From the 3-yard line, Woods coming around. They hand it straight off. And banging toward the end zone is Mark Tyler. Touchdown. The line judge coming in. Directly behind. They scored a touchdown at this formation earlier. Now he curls it back, and he's got another one. Touchdown, USC. Good kickoff. Fielded at the 4 by Thomas. And they run the reverse. Fake it. And Thomas keeps it. Thomas has still got it. 45. Midfield. Pinadari stop him again. No, sir. Touchdown, Oregon. touchdown and goal for the on-charging Ducks. Barner, touchdown! Kenyon Barner. The backup for LaMichael James.
Olsen thrown into double coverage.
And now straight ahead, touchdown Ducks. LaMichael James slips in. So this to send us to overtime. Maldonado on the way, pulled it left, no good. USC upsets Oregon. Another big player in the BCS drama falls.
Coming to you from Floyd Casey Stadium here in Waco. For 62 years, it's been the home of the Baylor Bears. And over the course of that time, there have been few games with more on the line this late in the season. Number 5, Oklahoma faces the offensive-minded, 22nd ranked Baylor Bears. So back to business is Griffin. He's going to launch it downfield, looking for Reese, and he's wide open. What did we say about quick strike? How about that? Well, handoff Millard, and he just bulls his way in for the score. Bell looking for room and finding it with ease, his second touchdown of the night. And that ball's floating in the air and picked up by Kendall Wright. Touchdown Bears. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. On it. Baylor threatening now. Look at that play action. Did he ever sell that? Touchdown, Jordan Niver. Oh my. The fullback with him. Here he goes. Bell into the end zone. He does it again. Empty backfield for Griffin. He has time, launches it to the end zone. Touchdown! Terrence Williams! And when the story of this college football season will be told, they will remember this weekend that put everything upside down. Iowa State, USC, and Baylor just made a mess of the BCS.
And you're looking at these potential one-loss teams that are up there, and LSU runs the table. And I'm a voter on that final weekend, and it's Sunday or Saturday night after all the games have been played in that first weekend in December. And I'm sitting there. Am I sitting there looking at my final ballot thinking about, okay, who is that number 2 team based on merit? Or am I sitting there thinking, well, I already saw LSU play Oregon, so I'm going to keep Oregon down. I've already seen Alabama. I mean, is that how you think people are actually voting on this? Or do you think they're actually looking at this, forget who's played who? As I sit here right now in the final moments of the college football season, who are the top 2 teams? Because isn't that the way they should vote?
That's the way it should be.
Not based on who they want to see. I mean, it should be flat out, who are the top 2 teams that I've seen all year? Bang, put them down on a piece of paper. That's it.
The Lone Star Showdown one more time. The fight song at Texas A&M says goodbye to Texas University. Touchdown all season. Aggies trying to change that. Tannehill on the roll, firing. Molina stretching. Touchdown. For the Horns. See what they can do with it. Jackson Shipley wanting to throw it. Got a wide open man. Into the open field. Blaine Irby. Touchdown Longhorns.
The last 4 games. Per game.
Tannehill intercepted. Going the other way is Bindum. Started to lateral it, and now he won't have to. There is a flag down on the field at midfield as Bindum takes it in for the touchdown. Guard right tackle. On 1st and goal. And going in is Cody Johnson, the big load, and another touchdown off a turnover. Inside 2 minutes. Tannehill. Fuller over the middle. Fuller inside the 5. Fuller for the end zone. Touchdown! Justin Tucker from 40 yards out for the game. It's up. The Longhorns win it.
Let's show you what's at stake tonight. A wide open Big East. Nobody controls their own destiny, Rod.
No, and this is an elimination game tonight for Pitt. West Virginia
have been splitting the duties. Bennett. Touchdown, Pitt. 2nd and 11. Smith takes a strike downfield, and wide open was Stedman Bailey. A stiff arm for good measure and a sprint to the pylon. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Alston. Inside the 5, spins, fights, touchdown. As they hurry up, and here is Alston, touchdown. Need a miracle. And that is going to be that, as Schlepper, the left guard, scooped it, and it ends. Bruce Irvin with the pressure to close things out, as West Virginia's comeback earns them the 104th backyard brawl.
Dot the I. Cue the victors. It's not just game time. It's time for the game.
It's with Roby, and it's a run play. Robinson is free inside the 30. Robinson inside the 10. Touchdown. Robinson's first against Ohio State. Quarterback run. Miller's got the 15. Miller inside the 5. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Robinson will keep. Robinson's in. Touchdown, Michigan. And Miller to throw on first down. And he's going to go deep. Got a man there. It's caught. Touchdown, Posey. Robinson to the air. All day to throw. Everybody covered. Now finds an open man. It's Odoms. Touchdown, Michigan. Play fake. Robinson lobbing wide open. Touchdown, Kevin Koger. Here's Miller. Gonna throw. It's tipped. It's intercepted. Picked off by Courtney Avery. Michigan ball. Michigan finally beats Ohio State, and perhaps in line for a BCS Bowl in Brady Hoke's first year. First time since 2003, the Wolverines knock off the Buckeyes.
And never have the stakes been higher. But on this day, the most pressing question of all is, will the West be won? First on the field, under the leadership of Les Miles, who issues the command, take the field. And right behind them, the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Razorbacks, no score in the game. Here's Wilson back. Across the middle has a man, and he has a touchdown. Jerry is right with his 11th touchdown catch of the year. 1 second down. Here's Ford. Fumble! Picked off in midair. And here we go down the sideline. Alonzo Highsmith. Touchdown, Arkansas. Punts inside the 10-yard line. And here's Matthew back, and another effective one. Matthew breaks a tackle, breaks another, gets a block. There are no flags and the race is on. And Matthew goes 92 yards. 1:04 to go. Inside. Russell Shepard, touchdown, Tigers. Jefferson. It's over. Touchdown, Jefferson and LSU.
And just as a note for LSU fans, the first time in their history, their rich history, they've gone undefeated 8-0 in the SEC.
And this one is in the books. Jordan Jefferson, Les Miles, Michael Bonnet. And first on the field, the Tigers. 14 straight at home. Last loss here to Alabama. Speaking of the Crimson Tide, we welcome you to Jordan-Hare for the 76th playing of the Iron Bowl. The Home Depot SEC on CBS. It's the Crimson Tide against the Auburn Tigers. The only time in his career, 6th game. Here's the crossback. And they've got Kenny Bell open deep. Touchdown, Alabama. Is behind McCarron. Play action. Pulls up. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Brad Smelly scoots into the end zone for the touchdown. Play fake. McCarron. Richardson got it. Goes for the end zone.
Not this time. He scored.
Hightower. He's coming. Mosley goes deep. Intercepted. Picked off easily. On the overthrow. This is Dean Milner. Dives. Touchdown. Alabama. Richardson comes left.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you look for a moment, don't you?
Yep.
A defining moment for your career and perhaps the Heisman. Mom. And the one on his left arm is his grandmother. So Trent Richardson. Here's Jolston Fowler. Number 45.
Can't argue how great of a football team is. It's obvious watching them play.
Richardson, 203 yards.
Clemson has won 65, South Carolina 39. There have been 4 ties in a series that dates back to 1896, including a win over Georgia. But the Auburn game stuck in their craw, I'm sure. That's the one they felt like they should have had. Shaw, deep ball, Ellington, touchdown. The 10-yard line. It's a quarterback draw. Shaw's got the first. Shaw's got more. Wow. Touchdown. Connor Shaw, pump fakes. Now he does throw. Touchdown. And it's the same guy that got him there. Limping. Shaw, he is going to throw. He's got a man, and it's a touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey. This will be the last snap. And now some of the players are putting up 3 fingers for 3 years in a row. First time since 1968, 69, and 70. And the old ball coach wants that game ball.
Standing in the way is 10-2 Southern Miss with their own outstanding quarterback, Austin Davis. The Conference USA title and much more on the line today in Texas.
Successful, very productive.
Davis down the middle to Sullivan. 30, 20, it's a foot race. Sullivan, touchdown. That's it. Pressure coming and they blocked it. They got there. And it's a scoop and score for Southern Mississippi.
The ball went the other way.
Davis double pumps. Now he throws. Lampley's wide open. Lampley. What's the call? Touchdown. RG3's been something else. This one's picked by Thornton. Ronnie Thornton on the return. Touchdown. And took it to the Cougars, 49-28.
to the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta for the 20th playing of the SEC Championship. Red and black fill half of the dome, purple and gold the other. Good evening, everybody. This is the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. The Bulldogs of Georgia against the Tigers of LSU. First on the field, the Bulldogs of Georgia and their head coach, Mark Richt. Another dandy. Matthew backs up, grabs it at the 38-yard line. Looks for a little blocking help, gets it. Breaks the tackle, cuts left. Avoids a teammate. Heads for the corner, and he's done it again.
Sure did.
Is well back. Draw play Hilliard. He comes left. Breaks the tackle. Stiff arm. Touchdown. Louisiana State University. Now Ware and Hilliard are in there. Jefferson throws it, caught by Hilliard. Bounces off the tackle, and LSU adds to its lead. Murray. Intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Heads to the 5. In for the touchdown. So Jared Lee takes a knee, and this one is over. The champions of the SEC in this 20th game, still undefeated and ranked #1 in the country, the Tigers of LSU.
You are looking live at a sold-out Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tonight, Virginia Tech and Clemson will compete for the ACC Championship. From the 25. Tyus Boyd stands tall, wide open. Touchdown, Dwayne Allen. This time, Boyd is back to throw for wide open. Touchdown to Allen. And Frank Beamer said that they got away with a horse collar on my quarterback. And now Tyus Boyd going downfield. He's got the fellow open. The freshman Watkins takes it in. Ellington trying to get the left edge. End zone ahead. Barges for it. Touchdown.
Of tonight.
Ellington is behind Deal. And Taj tries to pick it up himself. And there's the touchdown signal.
What a win for this Clemson team. Just amazing effort.
So here comes the handshake now. Dabo Swinney closes on a very high note.
Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. And this is the Big Ten Championship on Fox. It's the Badgers and the Spartans in the rematch.
Ewing and Ball. Ball, second man throw. And they fake the pitch. Cousins rolling. Wow! Touchdown! B.J. Cunningham on the bootleg. 30 yards. Michigan State trying to tie this game up. Cousins, far side, ball caught. Nico, he handed it off. Touchdown! What a play! For first down. And Wilson breaks contain, fires, wide open touchdown! Abradaris. Cousins over the middle, caught! Cunningham with a block! Touchdown Spartans! 44 yards! On 4th and 6, they get 36.
The handoff. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Money ball. To the Wisconsin Badgers, favored by 9. The Badgers win 42-39 to win the inaugural Big Ten Conference Championship game. And Wisconsin heads to Pasadena.
The boys of Oklahoma State on their home field, trying this year again to win 11 games, as they did a year ago. More importantly, trying to win a conference crown, something in the Big 12 they've never done. As Cooper comes in motion, they keep it on the ground, and this is going to be a touchdown. Jeremy Smith. Same thing to the left. Randall gets a call, and he scores again. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Quarterbacks.
Landry Jones fanned one, lost the handle. Oklahoma State, if it's not a pass, it's a touchdown. Boys right now here in the third quarter. And here's Smith breaking free again and scoring again. Touchdown. You're number 1 in the Big 12, Spider-Man. Tell you that much. Champions of the Big 12 for the first time. And Bedlam about to become mayhem.
The Stanford Cardinal. Stanford qualifying at least for the at-large pool. So now, when I show you number 3, you'll know who's playing for the national championship. Alabama set 2 last week. Oklahoma State 3 last week. Then the Pokes put it on Oklahoma at number 3. Oklahoma State, meaning that the rematch is on. Alabama and LSU Part 2.
Back in Tampa, the 26th playing of the Outback Bowl. 17 years, Outback has been the sponsor of this bowl. And another kick. Going back to the 5 to take it is Boykin getting out of space. Look out. Boykin needs some space. He's got the far side. One block away is Boykin across midfield. Breaking free, a spectacular touchdown. Stands next to Murray. Goes the other way, and it's intercepted. Darquez Denard all the way home. Touchdown, Spartans. Cousins has it. The rush is 4. He throws end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Keith Nickel gives the Spartans the lead. King, 3rd and 12. Looking at Boykin. Here's Boykin to the 5. Boykin's in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Oh, what a day. 2nd and goal. Spartans. Le'Veon Bell. Contact. Keeps fighting. And he's in for the touchdown. MSU. Sontag having a tough time getting it down. To send us to a 4th overtime. It is blocked. It is blocked. Sparty-on. Michigan State sends its senior class out with a bowl win.
Welcome. We are counting down to one of the premier matchups of bowl season. 6th-ranked Arkansas and number 8 Kansas State.
And he gets it away. Wade and Adams back deep. Adams with it at the 45. Adams skipping. Adams gets outside. Watch out. Hits the sideline. Gets jet. Touchdown, Arkansas. In the game. Tyler Wilson going for the home run. Wilson, touchdown. Darius Wright, 45 yards. His first catch of the game. In the backfield. Klein rolls out of the pocket. Klein looks backside, wide open. Touchdown. Andre McDonald, the tight end. State, which began at their own 40 after Arkansas kicked the opening kickoff out of bounds. Klein again. Touchdown, Cats. And they're popping their collars now. Empty backfield. Wilson over the middle. Caught. Hamilton, touchdown, Razorbacks. Colin Klein. And picked off. Jericho Nelson down the sideline. Nelson still running. And Nelson finally stopped at the 13.
Because of Oklahoma State's win, but I think they feel like they are one of the top 3 teams in the country, having finished this off.
Tyler Wilson and the Arkansas Razorbacks, Bob Petrino.
Welcome to 2011 Valero Alamo Bowl as part of ESPN's presentation of Capital One Bowl Week. Tonight from San Antonio and the Alamo Dome, Baylor shoots for its first bowl win since 1992. Washington trying to win a bowl game for the second straight year. Griffin 12 of 14, 118 yards passing, in trouble here. And doesn't go down. Griffin inside the 10. Heisman touchdown. Wow, Robert Griffin III. Price stepping up. On the move. Finds a running lane. Great ball fake. And Price dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. With a ton of time, and the Husky offense on a roll. Here's Polk on the run. Big running lane. Polk inside the 30. He might take it to the house. He will. Touchdown, Washington. Second down and 10 for the Huskies. Here's a blitz. And Price gets out of trouble. And now throws deep downfield. They got him in. Curse on the run inside the 20-yard line. He'll score. Touchdown, Washington. Griffin III. They'll hand it off to Ganaway. A huge hole. The race is on. Ganaway inside the 40. He'll take it 89 yards. Touchdown, Baylor. Spiral. 17th play of 10 yards or more. Salubi on the run. Inside the 15. Inside the 5. And Salubi is in. Touchdown. Ganaway first down and more. Exclamation point. Touchdown, Baylor. Baylor gets its 10th win. That ties the school record. And they could finish in the top 10 of the final standings for the first time.
You're watching ESPN's presentation of the All-State Sugar Bowl from New Orleans. And our matchup, the Big Ten and the ACC. Number 13, Michigan, and number 11, Virginia Tech, set to do battle in the 78th edition of this great classic team.
Blitz coming off the corner. Robinson got away from it, throws, and caught. And it's a touchdown. Junior Hemingway. Watson, one of the tight ends, runs out to the top of your screen. Denard Robinson going to go to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hemingway for the second time. 9 rushing touchdowns on the year. Quarterback takes it himself. Touchdown, Hokies. Meyer from 25 for the tie. Kick is up and good. This one is no good. Wide right. Gibbons. Kick on the way, and it is perfect. Wolverines in overtime. The All-State Sugar Bowl champion.
Welcome to the 78th Discover Orange Bowl. Champions of the Big East, West Virginia. Champions of the ACC, Clemson meet here in Sun Life Stadium.
Force mistakes.
They go again, just flicking forward to Tavon Austin, trying to get the edge. He got a nice block to get inside the 15. Austin going toward the goal line is ruled in for the touchdown. They bring Watkins back around from the other side. Just give it to Ellington, pounding up the middle. And the ball taken out by West Virginia back the other way. The Mountaineers took it out of his hands. And Darwin Cook is racing for a touchdown. How about that turnaround? Oh, man. It is Austin. Wow. To the goal line and in. Another Tavon Austin touchdown. Chance to stay sharp in the bowl break. There they go, working it again. Trying to get in. Got it. Daly, a homecoming touchdown for the Mountaineers.
I said he looks like Randall Cunningham after that first half.
Oh, wide open. Wow. Austin, what a move. Tavon Austin. Give him 4 on the night.
Oh, he couldn't script it any better.
Last snap in the books. And if it is the Mountaineers' farewell to the Big East, they do it with a bang. And Dana Holgerson's very unique route to his first ever season as a head coach ends on a very high platform.
You are looking live at the granddaddy of them all, site of a holiday tradition that has brightened the new year for over a century.
And on a gorgeous, sunny Southern California afternoon, we welcome you to the Rose Bowl game presented by Vizio. In a theme of redemption, the Badgers are looking for their first Pasadena win in 12 years after losing to TCU last January. The Ducks are going after their first Rose Bowl victory in 95 years after losing the BCS title game last season. Driven to the Ducks 38. Play action, and it's beautiful. Russell Wilson goes deep. Abradaris has got a touchdown. A beautiful play action call by Paul Christ. And exploding into the middle is DeAnthony Thomas. Can't catch him. Touchdown, Oregon. He's now in at running back up to that 46-yard return. Darren Thomas going to go deep. Got a man open on that far side. And just like that, Kenyon Barner, the field. Hit, fumble, picked up on the bounce. Touchdown, Nzegwu. That's DeAnthony coming around, got the handoff on that jet sweep. Looking for that sideline, and he's got it again. One man. Henry can't get there. That's his second touchdown. Going to throw on first down. Corner of the end zone. Tune, the official goes down. Touchdown. Jet fake. Darren keeps it. Fires end zone. Caught. Touchdown. 2-A again. Play action. Got a man open. Abradaris, 30. Fumble. The Ducks pounce on it. The Oregon Ducks win the 98th Rose Bowl.
And what a party this should be as number 4 Stanford takes on third-ranked Oklahoma State in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Fake to Taylor. Luck given time. He has a man wide open. It is caught. Touchdown, Ty Montgomery. Oklahoma State on the draw. Jeremy Stewart. Great cut. Another great cut and a touchdown for Stanford. Brandon Whedon throws. Blackman again breaks a tackle. And here he goes. Running away from the defense. Injured and all, it's a touchdown for Oklahoma State. 21 all. Luck has his man. Touchdown, Zach Ertz. Point to tie for Oklahoma State. 12 minutes to go. Whedon down the seam. Blackman again, a touchdown.
Nice poise, no pressure. He's in control.
Randall, touchdown, Oklahoma State. And that one's hooking, and that one is no good. Wes Harlan, the holder, to win it. It is good. Oklahoma State, with a flag down, has won the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. The only lead of the night for Mike Gundy and the Cowboys is the margin of victory.
Who knew that the reverberations that started on a Saturday afternoon in November would still be felt on a Monday night in January? A defensive battle of the ages sets up a rematch only to be played under the biggest lights, meaning nothing less than everything. Now, the rematch of all rematches. Here we go. The mountains high, walk on water, I get power, this don't call you. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. Got adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No deal, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king, got a jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. You let my gun up in the pitches now. Straight game day, it's game day. See me running through the crowd, feeling main lane. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Feel the genius to understand me. Sometimes I get a good feeling. Game time at the 2012 All-State BCS National Championship. So Alabama files out of its locker room here at the Superdome. Nick Saban, who has coached both of these teams to national championships, will lead them out. So the tide will roll out, and what a great feeling for these young men. And on the other side, Les Miles holding the Tigers back. Now, LSU's turn. Shelley nails it, and that is huge for his confidence. Final seconds of the opening quarter, and here's McCarron, gonna go deep, leaping catch. Ball is grabbed. Shelley. Laces were spun beautifully, and he puts them up by 3 field goals.
Boy, A.J. McCarron, talking about emotion, seeing him run off the field.
5 yards this time. Slides it through from the right hash. Pressure was coming. Dozen to get to the first down marker. Jefferson. Interception, threw it away. A horrible mistake. Mosley's got it. Sacked. Can't get it off. It's a 44-yarder. McCarron puts it down for him, and he bangs on it. Got it. A 44-yarder. The sophomore kicks it over to the left side. Takes an Alabama bounce. Honey Badger picks it up dangerously. Honey Badger fears no man, but that time the tide rolled all over him. 4th down and going. That could be a fumble. Hightower got in on him. Dante Hightower ripped it loose. That's a fumble. Turn it over. Look at the Tide. Celebrating now. 6-15, up 15, dominating with this defense. McElwain calling the plays, hammering away at the clock right now. And Richardson breaks free on the sideline. End zone. How about that? Finally, a touchdown between these two. I want to say something to all the fans in Tuscaloosa. You suffered a great deal. Back in April, that tornado ripped through. There were deaths, great destruction. This football team came together, helped a lot of people in that town, and I dare say this is for you. Alabama gets a second chance and makes the most of it. They win the BCS Championship behind Coach Nick Saban and quarterback A.J. McCarron.